Good evening, ladies. Good evening, good morning, good night, and whatever, ladies and gentlemen, and old people, and whoever is watching, to another scene in the living world of darkness, Rage Across New York Chronicle, where we find ourselves in the Sept Fort, where Quintus has been hanging out with a lot of thick layers of clothes since the whole winter debacle happened. No more winter for him. No, no snow. He was not. He was not ready for this. So he sticks to where it's warm. It's currently not working. He's
Mm-hmm.
sitting around resting, but just getting all the blankets on because blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Victoria would find herself to come by, if she fancies,
Yeah.
yeah,
You'll see Victoria. She's hanging out with the rest of the Shadow Lords in the Sept. She's having a conversation, and she notices you from last time,
yeah,
and she gives you a smile, much like the one she's giving you now.
the kind of like predatory smile that's like, I'm going to eat you alive.
Oh, not it's not a predatory smile. It seems genuine. Like she smiles, and she looks at you,
Um,
and she
I,
calls you over.
yeah, she beckons me over like with one finger like this.
Mm-hmm.
In my head that happened. Anyway, Quintus is going to do the only sensible thing. He's going to get his walking step up, just press it into the ground, and just force himself up. Get his leg into position, and then he'll start going over while wrapping himself up in another blanket. He is proper blanketified with a big coat and entire
Mm-hmm.
shabacle. To winter will be handled. So he makes his way through the snow over,
Mm-hmm.
and he does the kind of like bow, just puts the hand on the stick properly and just bows forward when he gets into proper conversation range.
Yeah, and she's Quintus, right?
Yes.
How do you find the set? Are you enjoying yourself?
Uh, it's, some days I do, some days I don't. It's filled with weird people. Uh, and now it's full of snow. I was not informed of the snow coming so early. That
If it
was
makes you feel any better, neither was I. But
yes.
we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
So, what did you mean by your last statement?
My last statement.
Yeah.
It is full of
That,
weird people.
yeah, weird people. What do you mean?
Yes, I don't necessarily weird people. Lively would be a term one could use, I suppose. Lively and
Be frank. What happened?
what happened? Yeah, what happened? Do you refer to the whole uh, arrow and almost getting punched in the dick incident? Well, what happened was,
No, I'm not familiar with that.
oh,
Please tell me
yes.
what happened.
What happened? Was sitting around with a bunch of the Garo, just hanging out. Didn't I stayed in the background, didn't say much. Then suddenly, one of a new Ragabash decided that he would Glasswalker named Aaron decided he would play a prank, I suppose, by making Lady Natalie the Silverfanger rune try to punch me in the dick, and then I have healthy survival instinct, so I hobbled out of the way, and then she tried to throw a stone at my walking stick to knock it out of my hand, I suppose. It missed, and then Callie came and shot an arrow between my legs on my way. Thankfully, she didn't hit anything, but still, that was the event.
I'm confused, Quintus. Why did the Ragabash do this?
He shrugs. No explanation was ever offered. He just did it.
He just tried to punch you in the.
No, he just told, hey, maybe I bet you could punch him in the dick or something. I don't quite remember what he said, but he just egged the Silver Fang on, encouraged her, so to speak. Or not so to speak. He did encourage her to do that, and she didn't get to try because the Philodox, I think Philodox Mattis named Ren, stepped in,
Mm-hmm.
carried me to safety for a few meters, and then I did the rest. But they threw/shot things after me. So what
Who
you
threw things after you? Use names. Who did it?
Natalie threw a rock, and Callie shot an arrow.
Callie shot an arrow
Yes,
at you.
at you. Yeah, between my legs on my way. I've already talked. Blitzkrieg has already talked to her about it with me present, and
Callie did that.
Callie did that.
And the Ragabash egged it on.
He didn't know. She just came in and shot the arrow. He didn't tell her to do it. He just like, she just decided to shoot after me to teach the cub a lesson. Apparently, the cub that had carried
What
it.
lesson was that?
I don't know if she got chided for it since she is not a then parent. And yeah, I mostly just decided to stay away from them. And then Travis came over while I was in the forge working, gave him some stuff, and he was like, "Hey, whatever, you need a friend, bro, brah, whatever he says." And he was like, "Yeah, has something happened?" I just told him, and he pulled it up to the water and stuff, and that led to the whole stirring of the pot, which was he grins, grits his teeth, and just like, yeah. Clearly, it was clearly a little uncomfortable with it, considering he does that. So yeah, that's what took place. The two Cleophs that started it has not been dealt with. The Ragabash and Arun.
Who dealt with it?
They have not been dealt with. Blitzkrieg dealt with Callie.
Blitzkrieg dealt with Callie.
Blitzkrieg dealt with Callie.
Okay. And what was done with the Ragabash and the Silverfang?
Nothing has been done with them, as far as I know.
I'll speak with them.
Mm-hmm.
As you see a very finite looking, almost malicious grin on her face. I'll deal with that.
Thank you. Yeah. He nods.
Um, who's looking after you?
Um, no one really. Like, I don't have anyone that particularly looks after me. I have the worm form at my beck and call, so to speak. But
What do you mean you have the wormful at your beck and call?
no, he offered. He didn't claim me or anything, but he offered to give me to help me out with things if I ever needed it, economically speaking, or with more physical protection.
So he was just offering to make sure no one picked on you. Is that right?
Essentially,
I'm not exactly pleased about that, but I'll handle it. But from this day forward, do you have issue with me speaking up for you and me claiming you officially?
I would be honored. He does obligatory polite bow to that. So no, I do not have an issue with that.
Um, just throwing it out there, this is not a sexual relationship. I don't wish to mate with you. You are just look,
That's
I'm just responsible for you.
that's perfectly okay. He, from his, just casual, just nod to it. He doesn't seem to nod to it. He does not seem to have expected it to be anything else. So
Now, I have some words to speak. Did they have names?
the perpetrators,
Yes.
uh, he takes a wooden, a little piece of paper and just use with his gloved hand, try to note it down. So he writes down Aaron, Ragabash, and Natalie. glass walk
Okay.
automatically a room and just hands it over. Now you have the names.
And with that, is there anything else you need, Quintus?
No,
Are you well?
I'm perfectly satisfied with mine. You know, I hope the snow is dealt with, but
If
you'll,
there is anything else you need, you come find me, okay?
I will.
With that, Victoria, you don't actually see her leave, but
She's gone,
she's gone.
and I'm like, no way, I'm staying here. You know, he turbos as much as he can turbo back into the forge and just like closes every opening.
Mhm.
No snow is getting in here. You shall. He even does jokingly, "You shall not pass before." You know, and that with that we can. I think we can end the scene.
Yes.
So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Bye.